Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be on this makeup look that I did on my daughter. I know it's something different, but I thought it would be fun to film this, so I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime her face with the Too Faced, well, I forgot what it is, but I'll list all the information at the bottom bar for you guys. But I went ahead and apply this all over her face. And then I'm gonna go ahead and prime with the Cover FX primer. And honestly, I don't really usually film videos on doing makeup on other people. I feel like it's really hard to film this, but it was really fun to do this with my daughter. I don't know if you guys, for those of you that follow me since she was tiny, she is almost 13, you guys. It's so crazy how big and how time passes by so quick. So we're going to use the Maybelline, I think this is the Fit Me foundation, and I will put the shade at the bottom bar. It is a little bit too dark for her color, but we made it work, so don't worry about it. I just wanted to kind of, you know, have something to cover any imperfections, her acne. She does have a little bit of acne. We're working on getting her acne under control. So yeah, so I'm really not applying way too much because I mean she's still little and I don't want to really apply too much makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this with my elf sponge, and I'm just going to make sure that everything's really nice and blended. So I'm gonna be using the Balm Cosmetics brow pencil, and I honestly did her eyebrows really light. I didn't want to go overboard because honestly I have gone overboard with eyebrows. So I really have to be careful. So I try to do as little as I can. So just to make sure that her eyebrows don't go overboard and I don't go too dark or too crazy. So I really try to go really light on her brows. So yeah. So I'm just making sure that I fill them in a little bit. Then I kind of blend them out with a spoolie from that same pencil. On this eyebrow, I kind of did do a little bit, I did kind of go a little overboard, but I do fix it at the end, so don't worry about it. But I just went ahead and filled them in. She was making me laugh. She can't really sit still. So, yeah. All right, so for highlighting under her eyes, we're going to go with Too Faced Born This Way concealer. She doesn't really need it, but I kind of just wanted to highlight a little bit. So I'm just going to go and blend this out. And I will put the shades that I used on the bottom bar for her. I didn't use the same as mine, but I didn't want to do too light under the eyes, so I kind of did a little shade light, a little shade darker than mine. So yeah, so I'm just blending this out with the beauty blender, and I did under the eyes, Cupid's bow, the nose, the forehead, and the chin. And I just want to make sure that everything is really nice and blended. Then I'm going to set it with the Cover FX setting powder. I didn't have no powder that would match her, so I decided to go with a translucent powder just so that it would just make everything matte. And yeah, so I'm just blending this all out, making sure that everything is really nice and blended into her skin, and make sure that I didn't miss any spots. Honestly, I don't know how people do it, film themselves doing other people's makeup. My back was hurting, I was sweating, it was really painful to do this video, but we had a lot of fun. So I just went and applied a little bit of the powder under her eyes with the beauty blender. Then I went and blended out with the same Morphe brush. Then we're going with a little bit of a bronzer from Morphe, and I'm just going to apply this right onto her cheekbones, forehead, and jawline. Just to give her a little bit of color and a little bit of contouring, just a little tiny bit, even though she's so young, it really doesn't need it. But I kind of wanted to, if I'm going to be doing her makeup, I kind of wanted to go full on glam, because you guys already know if I'm going to be doing makeup, it has to be full on glam or I'm just not gonna do anything. So I'm just making sure that everything's really nice and blended. Then I'm gonna go with a little bit of that same bronzer, and I'm going to contour her nose a little bit, make it look a little bit slim because she got her daddy's nose. And so yeah, so we're just going to contour her nose to make it a little bit slimmer. Then I'm going to apply a little bit of that setting powder with my beauty blender and let it set for a little bit. After that, I'm going with the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter. I do spray a little bit of setting spray onto my Morphe brush, and then I just go ahead and highlight her cheeks a little bit. I didn't want to go too crazy on the highlight because you guys know I already do go crazy with the highlight, but I do apply another highlight at the end just to kind of give her a little bit of pop. So I didn't go too crazy. So here you just see me applying it on her nose and everything, and yeah. So she just thinks it's funny and it tickles her when I was applying the highlighter. So I'm going with the same thing, and I'm just going to apply this right onto her lid just to give her a little bit of depth. And this is going to be my crease color, and I'm doing that on both eyes. And I will list all that information on the down bar for you guys if you guys are interested in the products that I used on her. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go with a little cut crease for her. I wanted to kind of keep it simple, but then I was like, you know what, let's just go a little crazy. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of concealer, and I'm going to grab a flat brush. I'm going to apply this on her lid, then have her look up, and wherever the concealer transferred to, that's where I'm going to start carving out my cut crease. I know it's a little crazy for a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, but you know, like I said, we wanted to go a little glam here, so I decided to do a little cut crease on her. So yeah. So first I'm carving it out with the concealer. Then I'm going to go with the same brush, and I'm going to apply a little bit of that highlight color that I applied, and I'm going to start packing that on to the lid. I could have gone with a smoky eye or something, but no. We're going to do the classic look that I usually do when I want to look glammed, but I don't have a lot of time. So yeah. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. I'm going to apply the little concealer, then have her look up. And then I'm going to start shaping the cut crease. So wherever the concealer smeared or transferred to, that's where I'm going to start carving up the cut crease. So she couldn't keep her eyes open. I guess she wanted to see herself. So yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. Apply that same highlight. Spray my brush with a little bit of setting spray. Then I'm going to start packing on that highlight onto the lid. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and apply some eyeliner. I was asking her if she wanted me to do black eyeliner or brown eyeliner. So we decided to do a little bit of a brown eyeliner because we thought that black eyeliner would be too harsh. So I'm telling her, be prepared. You're going to have to look up. And if you have to blink, you know, let me know so I can stop. So yeah, so I just applied a little bit of eyeliner. And yeah, her eyes were like, whoa. So I'm doing it on both eyes. And then she's like, I want to cry, tickles. So you just want to have them, if when you're doing makeup, if they need to blink, have them tell you so you can stop doing what you're doing, because then you don't want them to mess up the whole thing. So here I'm just applying some mascara. I'm going to apply the Kush mascara from Milk Makeup, one of my favorites. And I'm just applying this, and I'm telling her, damn girl, you don't need no eyelashes. Your eyelashes already like, whoa. So I'm going to apply them just to prime them. We were not sure if we wanted to do eyelashes. But at the end, I asked her, do you want to do eyelashes? And she said she did. So we decided to go ahead and apply some lashes. But yeah. So I'm going to go with this highlight right here. And I'm just going to apply a little bit more highlight because I felt like she needed more highlight. I'm going to apply this right into the inner corners of the eyes. And I use that same highlight on the cheeks as well, just to give her a little more of a bang. So then I'm going with this palette, and I'm going to apply those two colors, and I'm going to apply them at the bottom. So I saw that the brush was a little too big for her eyes, so I had to switch to a pencil smaller brush, and I'm applying those colors right into the under eye just to give her like a pop of color. And I told her, like, you're gonna have to like hold on and let me do it, because if not, we're never gonna finish. So I applied the color, then I'm gonna go back with another brush and then blend it all out just to make sure that everything's really nice and blended. I really like how it looked. It just kind of matched with the shirt that she was wearing. And then I told her, look up, because I'm going to apply some mascara. So I'm like, I have to get her ready, and she gets really nervous. And she ended up messing up my work, but it's okay because we fixed it. And so I have her look up, and then I'm applying a little bit of mascara. I'm like, girl, my back is hurting. Like, my back was really hurting. So I'm just applying a little bit of mascara to the top and bottom lashes. And she naturally has long lashes. Lucky little punk. I have to be wearing falsies, and she don't have to. All right. So here's when we already applied one of the lashes. And she's looking at me like, girl, you're torturing me. She looks miserable. So applying a little bit of glue to the lashes, and the lashes that I'm using is Iconic, and I think this one's our trophy wife or something like that. I will list them down below for you guys. So I'm telling her, like, be ready. You're just gonna have to keep your eyes closed a little bit and then open them when I tell you. And she's telling me that she feels like there's something in her eye, but it's her eyelash that it's kind of poking her eye. So I have her close her eyes, and then I make sure that I apply them as close as I can to her lashes. With nails, it was really hard for me to apply these lashes on her. Like, I was looking for my tweezers and I couldn't find them, but it's a lot easier if you have nails. You can definitely use like tweezers to put the lashes on, but this was really hard for me because I couldn't find my lashes and my nails were a little too long. So yeah, but it's okay. We're taking our time, and while the lashes are drying, I go back and retouch anything that I feel like needs to be retouched. So I do go back with a highlighter from Anastasia and pack the highlighter a little bit more on the lid. Like, I felt like once you put the lashes, I felt like the look needed a little bit more of that highlight. So I go back and reapply and retouch just to hide the glue a little bit. And then I do go back with another shadow, and I kind of apply this right onto the crease because I felt like it was a little too light. So yeah, so here you're just seeing me, she's asking me to blow on her eye. So yeah, so just cleaning out any fallout that might have fallen onto her cheeks. And girl, that highlight is popping. Like, what's up? So So after that, I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of blush. I felt like she needed a little bit of blush, so I'm going with the NARS blush, and I tell her smile a little bit. So I'm just applying a little bit of blush just to give her a little bit of color. You guys know I like my peach blushes, so yeah. And then I just go back with the same brush and make sure that everything is really nice and blended. And then after that, I'm going with my Morphe brushes, liquid lipstick in Virgin. You can definitely use Pretty Grace for some money off. And to top it off, I went with MAC's gloss. I forgot what the name of it is, but I will list it down below for you guys. And yeah, this is the final look. I wanted to do eyeliner on her, but she was already uncomfortable with the lashes, so we were just trying to rush it and finish the look. But yeah, this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. And yeah, bye guys. Sometimes I wonder, will we be around to see forever on a silver cloud? Sometimes when you're here